Are we live? Are we live? Facebook friends, welcome to this video. Ready for the summer? You want to get ready for summer? It starts now. I wanted to make this video because I keep seeing more and more often, obviously we know this, that people want to get ready for the summer, thinking that summer might be different in every sort of country, because especially if you are in a warm country, like it's summer all year long, right? But if you are in Europe, summer starts anywhere from probably May up until September, depending, in what place it would be. And this we see more often, through the years, is that people want to get ready like a month before, right? The reality is that if you want to get ready for the summer, especially if you're one of my target audience, the people that I work with, my clients, women over 40, you might be already too late. It's unfortunate to hear, but if you are in time, now is the time to actually start. For most transformations, anywhere from 5 to 15 kilos, or 30 pounds, it would take probably 12 weeks, right? So if we start now, you might still see some amazing results throughout the summer. Why would you be late? Simple, because sometimes your body is not necessarily ready to lose weight, right? So if you're the person that lose weight and then gain it back, or if you're the person that no matter what diet you try, you get stuck and you're in a plateau, chances are your body isn't ready to lose weight. And unless you're going to address that first, you will not see any results or any long-term results, right? I try to have people take my metabolism quiz to see if they were ready. But today I'm going to not only show you why I say get ready now, but I'm going to probably try to give you a solution. We have an event coming up in about a week that you can come and get your free roadmap for the summer. And I will highly suggest that after you watch today, you come to that event. Now, again, looking at specifically why it's important to actually start now is because one more time, and I'm going to use our program as an example here. If you are if you struggle with losing weight, chances are you've been in a program that not only got you to try to lose weight directly, whether it's a program, whether it's a diet, but doing that when you were not ready, got you to probably lose some weight and then get it back. And because you say it's not sustainable. When you say it's not sustainable, you're basically saying, I binge, I break my diet, I have no plan to come out of a diet, right? Instead, what I'm saying, like, why am I saying that? Sadly, maybe today already might be too late, is because when you have to get out of a situation like that, meaning like when you are like Jennifer, that used to work out a lot, used to eat very little, used to do a lot of movement, and then didn't lose any weight for months or even years, and then in about a couple of weeks, we pretty much were able to break her weight plateau. That was a situation that it was that happened because her body was ready. A weight plateau, to break a weight plateau, because obviously if you have conditioned your body to operate on 1,000 to 1,200 calories for years, and then you wouldn't be able to lose any more weight, it means like you would have to do even more. So we hit 500 calories at times. And then on top of that, if you're insulin resistant, if you're over 40, if you're perimenopausal and all that, it becomes even harder to do that, right? And therefore, sometimes it takes a week, sometimes it takes 2 weeks, sometimes it takes 6 months to actually fix the problem that you actually did, right? So the problem that being stuck on a plateau. But if you're, like these ladies over here, that you can, fix it in about a couple of weeks to a month, then you get to, the good part, right? Then you get to weight loss, right? And weight loss is actually simple. It's a mathematical equation, and I'm going to show you, right? So what we do in our program, we look at your history, we look at, does your body react really well with, an extensive calorie cut? How much can you hold it? What happens when your body fights back? And all that, you're able to then you're able to make it scientific, right? And let me just show you what I mean by scientific. When I say starts now, is because let's say that you have that you're one, like you're like this example over here. Let's say that you have, you're 75 kilo, right? And you want to get to 60 kilo, right? if we're able to get your body to react really quickly, right, it would probably take you 5 months, right? So you're a little bit off the summer. But even if we said, let's say that you want to get to 65 and you'll be happy with that, then we'll just go again as quick as we can, 40% calorie cut. Then you're able to actually do it, you see, in 3-4 months, right? But if your body needs longer, and again, you're not gonna be able to dictate it yourself, like you're gonna have to see what happens, then you needs about 7 months. But as you see here, it's relatively predictable when you realize what is it that you have to do, when you realize what is it that you have to eat, when you realize whether a whether a, I don't know, wind of eating kind of thing works better, whether you need something much more lower on fat and higher on carbs, when you realize whether the problem that you had is a consistency problem or whether it's a knowledge problem, right? So bottom line is, like, you need to start now, and you're lucky if you can actually get results when you start now. So it's not the time to say I'm gonna think about it later, but you need to actually get started, because chances are you're one of these two here. Like, you're either stuck on a plateau or you're ready to lose weight, but you don't know how to. And then after that, we need to teach you how to maximize your metabolism so that you don't regain the weight back. Most people do that with something that is called carb cycling, because you're able to then, eat the food that you want, still, build metabolic capacity, increase your habits in such a way that you don't have to, like, be scared every single time you eat a cake. And of course, after that, you need to learn how to keep the weight off. Now, if you're one of those that want to actually learn how to do that, and want to get a completely free roadmap telling you exactly what you have to do for you specifically, I want you to go to the event here that we have, that is going to come up in about a week. And let me just pull it up here real quick. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. It was posted like a few days ago. There you go. So basically, like, you're gonna find this post inside my thread over here. I want you to go to this post, and I want you to comment bonus, right? You're gonna find this picture, right? And again, in about a week or so, we're gonna go talk about exactly what you are experiencing, and specifically how to make your bikini body ready by summer. And you're gonna have real advice on that specific call, like realistic facts that you can start doing right now. Coach Jerry here. Hope this helps. I'm gonna talk to you soon.